Hello everyone, my name is Linda. Welcome to Allure and More. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about dry shampoos and which dry shampoo is good for you. This channel was originally planned for discussing Allure's beauty boxes, trying them on, reviewing them for you. However, I placed my order for Allure first week of January. It's the first week of February and I still haven't gotten it, so I figured let's do the more part now. So there are 5 dry shampoos I have here, and I will review them for you and find out which one's best for you. I have my favorite. So let's start with the first one. So this is the Bumble & Bumble. It's a Pret a Powder Très Invisible dry shampoo. And this is, let's see, it's retailed for, gosh, $28. So $28 at Ulta. And I have two types. So there's this little guy here, and this is the plain powder. This is the spray dry shampoo, and this is just a simple powder that you kind of dust on your hair and then you work it through. That's this one. And this little guy is actually more expensive. This one is $29. This one is $28. And the other one we're going to review is Batiste, which is pretty well known, and everybody pretty much uses this pervasively everywhere. #1 in the UK. The other one we have here is Living Proof, and Living Proof is approximately $14. So the Batiste is $7.99. The Living Proof is $14. And then the next two, or it's the same brand, but I have two cans of it. This is the IGK. One is the Beach Club, and the other one is First Class. And they both, they're the 60 milliliters one, so they're about $14 each. This is the smaller one that you can buy. And then the very last brand I would like to review is the Dry Bar Detox. And actually this won the Allure Beauty I guess award for 2018 for the dry shampoo. So that's this. And the way we're going to go through this and show you is, #1, does it have some type of overcast? #2, the smell. And then #3, does it really work? Does it really get the grease out and somewhat clean your hair? So let's start with, let's see, let's do the Bumble & Bumble. Okay, this is the spray one. We're going to do it on a darker towel. So as you can see, there's no real white cast on the dark towel, so that's good with the Bumble & Bumble. There is a very, very strong smell with the Bumble & Bumble, so if you can't stand smells, it's somewhat alcoholic type of smell. It might not be the one for you. And on a white towel, you can see there's no cast as well, so that's good. So my thoughts on the Bumble & Bumble is that it's okay. It's good. You have to spray a good bit on your roots. You need to really work it through, but it does work. The smell is somewhat overwhelming because you have to use so much, so it's you can smell it pretty much throughout the day. If you don't like that alcoholic smell, I'm not sure if this is the right one for you. It does work. There's no cast in your hair. So that's the Bumble & Bumble. Let's go to Living Proof next. So let's go with the darker towel. So a little bit of white cast you can see from the Living Proof on the dark one. And let's go and look at the white towel. And of course, nothing you can see here because it's white casted on a white towel. And this one also has a strong scent. It's a fruitier scent, not as strong as the Bumble & Bumble. And it works I think this is probably better than the Bumble and Bumble. So I like this more than the Bumble and Bumble. So that's this. And remember, this Living Proof is about $14 and the Bumble and Bumble is $29. So I would definitely go for the Living Proof. It works better, it's cheaper. Just to go back to the Bumble and Bumble, it does have a powder form and this is very expensive. Sorry, the spray was $28, this is the $29. And it basically comes out like a powder. And you pretty much put it, sprinkle it on your hair or roots, and you work it in. So, and it usually goes away, it disappears. It really disappears. It doesn't really cause any leftover cast. If you work it in, and you don't even have to work it in pretty well, you just have to work it in a little bit, it disappears. I like this more than the spray, and there's no scent, so I love this. So that's that, but it's quite expensive, $29. Let's go towards the Batiste. Again, Batiste, I got the darker one. So let's go on the towel and see. So you can see a brown cast there with the Batiste. And let's go on the white towel. So you can definitely see the brown cast on the white towel. So the Batiste is the least expensive. This doesn't have a terrible smell, this particular can, so that's great. But it does have a significant cast. You really got to work it in there to kind of disappear the cast. On a budget, it's great. It does its job. It gets rid of the grease, makes you look nice and flat and not all greasy and bunched up. So that's nice. So that's Batiste, $7.99. And then the next one is the IGK brand. So this IGK brand is actually quite nice. It does have a white cast, so beware of that. This is the Beach Club, and I'm going to use another side of this. There we go. So it's a white cast, but it's hard to see on a white towel. You definitely saw it on the dark towel. That's this one. This little guy, remember it's the smaller one, it's $14. And this one is the First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. This is this one. And we're gonna go and do on the dark towel. Whoops. Can't really see a cast. By the way, the scent of this, very pleasant, very light, breezy, beachy, not too strong like the other ones. Same with this one. There is a scent, so it's not completely no scent like this one. This one has a scent, but it's not as strong as the others. So let's try this on the white towel. So I don't see a cast here, but it may be just a little bit there. Not terrible at all. So these two are $14 each. Scents not as strong as the others that we talked about. And it works. These two work. Okay, the very last one, which is the Allure Beauty winner, is the Dry Bar. This one retails for $23. $23. And let's get the dark towel out. See the dark towel? Let's spray. Let's see. Let's get a clean side. A little bit of a white cast, brown cast you can see right there. And brown cast you see right there. So, this smells powdery. I'll tell you my favorite, my absolute favorite. Because this one, even though you saw the cast, it does have a powdery smell, but it's a very gentle powdery smell. When you work it in the hair, it really completely makes your hair look clean, refreshed. This one's my favorite, actually. Despite the cast that we see on the towels, this one's my favorite. I don't have to work it in. Very close second to that is definitely the IGK. Definitely the IGK. And third would be this Bumble and Bumble. If this were cheaper, this would probably be my number one, the Bumble and Bumble. There's no scent. You kind of just, you know, push a little bit onto the tops of your hair or wherever you're greasy along your hairline and work it in with your fingers, and it doesn't take a lot of work like the other ones. This one's my favorite if it were cheaper. Yeah, so that's this. And so my least favorite would be, well then Living Proof, and then my least favorite would be these two. Because of scent. This one has a good cast that you have to really work into your hair and get rid of that look, that smell and that look. This one you have to put a lot on, and so the smell is pretty strong and lingers the entire day. And you have to work really hard to, you know, get the cast off of your hair. So that's my review. My favorites are definitely these. These are the best, the Dry Bars and the IGK. And that being said, my hair is actually post-shampooed, so I did not use any of these on today. It's kind of frizzy because that's just my hair after I shampoo it. But definitely on days when I need to, you know, get the grease out from the roots, I am a dry shampoo lover. Hope you like this video, and visit me again. I will definitely do the unboxing and the try-ons and the reviews for the Allure Beauty Boxes. The reason why I chose the theme of this channel for the Allure Beauty Boxes is because they have people testing the best beauty products out there, and they will present us the best beauty products in these boxes. And so I would like to try the best and bring it to you and see if they are indeed the best. You guys have a great day. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.